At last summer's 2015 NHL Draft Lottery, the Buffalo Sabres came in with the best odds to win that lottery at 20% and select Connor McDavid. But they tanked the entire season to get those best odds, and thankfully for okay, well not thankfully, Edmonton won it, and that still pisses everybody off, but I'm not talking about that today. What we are going to talk about is how Buffalo got dropped to second and selected Jack Eichel. Jack Eichel might be the best player to be ever drafted at number 2 overall, and when they go back in a couple years and they redraft the entire round, he will still be put at second overall. Jack Eichel had a phenomenal rookie season, and without him, I do not think the Buffalo Sabres power play would be tied for the 11th best in the National Hockey League. He's got explosive speed, he's got a phenomenal shot, and his hockey IQ is some of the best I've seen from a young kid in years. Rochester, New York is fairly close to Buffalo, and I had the privilege of going down there for a weekend last fall to see my brother play in a hockey tournament. And while I was there, I checked out some of the local stores, and holy cow, there is a ton of Jack Eichel apparel there. Literally, almost every store had jerseys and hats and t-shirts, everything with Jack Eichel's name on it. Like, he is a celebrity down there. They love Jack Eichel. And if that's what it's like in Rochester, New York, I would love to see what it's like in downtown Buffalo. But now we have to look forward to this offseason. The Buffalo Sabres hold the 8th overall pick in the 2016 NHL entry draft. Last year at the NHL draft, they went with a forward and Jack Eichel. I think this offseason they're going to go with a defenseman, and I think they're going to take Jacob Chychrun of the Sarnia Sting. Chychrun was rated in the top 5 in almost every single preseason draft ranking I saw, but he had a really shaky season in Sarnia, and that moved him down the list, and now he's projected to go somewhere between 7th and 10th. Personally, I think it was just a young kid who got extremely nervous at the beginning of his draft season and couldn't regain his confidence all season. When it comes to pending UFAs, the Buffalo Sabres really don't have anything to worry about, the biggest one being David Legwand, who they will probably let go. But when it comes to RFAs, they will have to re-sign players such as Zemgus Girgensson, Marcus Foligno, and Risto Ristolainen. Ristolainen will probably cost more than the other two combined. I would suspect his contract could be upwards of $4.5 to $5.5 million on a 3 to 4 year term. Foligno and Girgensson will probably both get contracts around $1.5 to $2 million on a shorter term. They just don't have the superstar potential that Ristolainen has. Even after they sign those 3 pending RFAs, they will still have quite a bit of cap space to work with this summer, which could make them buyers. One of the pending UFAs that the Buffalo Sabres might be interested in trying to sign is Louis Eriksson. Reason number 1, who doesn't want another 30-goal scorer on your team? Reason number 2, he's a great player with amazing speed and a wicked shot, and imagine if him and Eichel can start building some chemistry, they would be an amazing duo. But here's an idea for you. Rick Nash has been rumored to be on the trade market from the New York Rangers. What if Buffalo was interested in picking him up? Now yes, it would cost the Buffalo Sabres quite a bit to acquire Rick Nash, but they have a deep enough prospect pool. I'm sure they could dig out a few players to send over to the Rangers. And they have enough cap space to not worry about Rick Nash's contract too much for a few years. And by a few years, I mean 2, because in 2 seasons from now, Jack Eichel's entry-level contract will be expiring, and he's going to want a very big contract. But remember, I'm just shooting out an idea here. If the Rangers actually want to trade Rick Nash, he does have a no-trade clause. He can choose on where he wants to go, and maybe the Buffalo Sabres aren't one of those teams he wants to go to. If Cam Ward can't find a starting job on the free agent market, I would highly recommend Buffalo considering to sign him to a short-term, low-money contract to be the backup to Robin Lehner. Lehner had a bit of a shaky first season in Buffalo, and I think Cam Ward has enough experience to help him through a rough patch in his career and help him get to his max potential, which is really being an elite goalie in the NHL. So the key to the Buffalo Sabres offseason is to, yes, enjoy the cap space you have and use it to the best of your ability to make this team better. But you have to remember that you have Jack Eichel in 2 years who is going to want a lot of money. So thank you for watching my video on the Buffalo Sabres. Please like the video. Please subscribe to my channel. It would mean so much to me. Please like my page on Facebook. It's all about hockey. The link to that is down below as always. And please email me any questions, or if you just want to talk hockey, to theshanaclan19@gmail.com, like always. And I'll see you guys back here tomorrow for a new episode. See you guys then.